So hi there. If you've been watching our channel at all for a while, and thank you guys that have stuck in with us, we've disappeared for a little bit. I know it's been well over a month since we posted our last video. I just wanted to let you know what's been going on. Our youngest son moved to Portland, Oregon, and in perhaps a fit of losing some brain cells, we decided to move some of his possessions out to him. But I only had a week off work, and so we loaded up everything in the truck. This is not a camping video, but I wanted to keep you up to date as we headed out from Columbus, Ohio to Portland, Oregon, and you read it right in the description. That's a round trip of about 5,000 miles. We did it in 7 days, maybe about 7.5, but 2 of those days were actually sitting still in Portland, spending time with our son. And so there's not a lot of stops on this because we were getting there, but I was pleasantly surprised by Route 80 and by Interstate 80 and by Interstate 84 westbound from Columbus to Portland. So we woke up early this morning in Iowa City, Iowa. We are actually staying at a Quality Inn. You can see the Quality Inn sign there behind me. It's about 7 a.m. We only went about 500 miles yesterday, so we need to make up some time today. Hoping to get about 800 miles at least in today for this drive, and then we will continue on our trip from Columbus, Ohio to Portland, Oregon. We didn't manage to stop this time, but the Iowa 80 truck stop.
Oh yeah, and you were asleep when we passed it the second time.
Have a truck museum, a full buffet restaurant, a theater, a barber shop.
It was big and bright and shiny.
Yeah, so I'd like to have stopped there. So here's something that doesn't happen very often. I was sleeping and Miss Joe over there is driving the truck. We are in the middle of Nebraska. Have you ever been in Nebraska before, Sider? Oh, okay. So we are in the middle of Nebraska. There's absolutely nothing in the middle of Nebraska. We did just pass a historical arch that I think we'll try to stop at on the way back. We're making decent time today. We are still behind schedule, but we are, I don't know, probably 700 miles into this trip. 900 miles into this trip, something like that. Got about a total of 2,000 miles to go on this trip, and we are cruising along. I just said it's interesting that here in Nebraska, most of the trees don't seem to have turned. I mean, they're yellow, but leaves are still on the trees, and there's some interesting fall colors here. So yeah, so that's nice and that's pretty, but not much to see in middle of Nebraska. Who knew? It's pretty though. What do you think? Is it pretty?
Yes, it's pretty.
I see cows. There are cows. And the Apple Barrel restaurant. So I've heard of Cracker Barrel. I've never heard of Apple Barrel until we did this trip. So there are Apple Barrels. I don't know if you can boondock or anything at the Apple Barrel. Yeah, the barrel. Cracker Barrel. Did you start to say something over there? No, we've had a cold, a bug. All of us have been fighting it for a month. Yeah, it's not COVID, but it's definitely a chest congestion and all that stuff. So yeah, I just thought I would check in as we drive along. Me and the side dog getting to relax on this trip.
We didn't stay in Nebraska because on the way up, right?
Right.
Because we weren't allowed to. Because Lakin said.
Yeah, like in all the scary movies and
Children of the
pop,
Corn.
right? Pop icons. Children of the Corn. Was that Nebraska or was that Iowa? We'll have to look it up.
You said it was Nebraska. I'm not sure, but anyway, she said we had to make it through Nebraska and get to what was the next state?
Well, we were trying to get goal was to get all the way to Rock Springs, Wyoming.
Yeah, so we just had to get to Wyoming.
Right, and so we did make it to Wyoming, but we didn't make it as far as Rock Springs. We made it to Rollins. So that was there. So, okay, so Wyoming. What about Wyoming?
Wyoming was beautiful.
Wyoming was beautiful.
Yes, I love Wyoming.
I think that's where we saw tumbleweed in the drive-thru.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we saw tumbleweed in the drive-thru in Wyoming. And is Wyoming where we crossed the Continental Divide?
I don't know.
We'll have to look. Continental Divide. More windmills in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Saw lots of windmills in Wyoming. No, I'm going to rant for a minute. Mind if I rant?
No.
I'm going to rant for a minute. So one of our favorite places to stop, both when we're traveling with the camper and on this trip, is Love's. Love's has a nice store. Their gas is usually reasonably priced. They've got big enough, so they've got RV parking usually when we're towing the trailer. But one of the big reasons is because they've got these dog parks. They've got dog parks at most of their stations now, which is awesome if you're traveling with your dog. Gives her a place to stretch her legs and get out and chase a ball, use a bathroom, and so on. But the reason I'm ranting is because you people pick up after your dogs. The dog park at Love's is a service that they provide. It doesn't cost anything. They're not going to keep doing it if the dog parks continue to be full of the mess that dogs are leaving behind. You guys, it is not a big deal. They even put bags out for you to pick up the poop your dog leaves in the grass. Pick it up. This is ridiculous. You agree?
I agree.
Cider, do you agree? Yes, pick it up. That's right. We agree. It's ridiculous. And like I say, I want them to continue to do this. I think other gas stations should do it. And if people aren't cleaning up after themselves, they're not going to.
And quite honestly, if you have a dog, you should be picking up after them no matter where you are.
Right. So Love's, thank you very much for the dog parks and for your nice gas stations and your stores and the friendly people that we've encountered there. Those of you, and I think that most RVers, it's probably not you, I don't know, but whoever it is, pick up after your dog. Ran over. Okay, so this morning we find ourselves in Rollins, Wyoming. And we stayed last night at the Comfort Inn and Suites. So we finished 2 days now. Hoping to knock out a bunch more hours today. Hoping to get into Portland tomorrow. But yeah, this was a middle of the night kind of decision last night. There is a McDonald's and a Taco Bell. I see a Burger King over there, a couple other hotels. Some of the hills or mountains back there in the background. It's a beautiful morning. A little bit cold, but nice here in Rawlins, Wyoming. Oh, I know. Let's talk about things that go up as you go west. So a couple of things that go up are gas prices and speed limits.
Oh my goodness. I am a speed demon. I love to drive fast.
So she means she hated the gas prices.
Yeah. And when you hit, where was it? I was gonna
Utah,
say,
maybe. I can't remember. I know starting in Iowa, I think, on I80, the speed limit was 75.
and then once you got out west further, it was 80.
Yeah.
The speed limit was 80 miles an hour.
If you had to guess, which was your favorite state scenery-wise?
Utah.
Yeah, Utah was really pretty. So, got a friend in Utah that I used to work with, and if by chance he sees this video, then we will have to admit that Utah was beautiful. I think we'll leave it there for this week. If you've enjoyed this video and want to find out more about our trip to Portland, we hope you'll be here next week.
Yeah, next week we'll see some of Portland, some of the beautiful and not so beautiful parts of Portland, and maybe start on the trip home.
There you go. So if you want to get notification of that, click the bell below. And as always, we appreciate your support and hope that you'll consider subscribing. Thanks.
Bye.